Hey guys, welcome to a new vlog. I think this is the first time I've ever started one while driving. I know I've been in the car. Oh wow, and this is still super overexposed. It's a really sunny day. I'm gonna pull over and see if I can fix that. I've really just confused all the drivers behind me, but we're gonna live with that for now. So I have just come from picking up a money order because I am on my way to sign my lease for my new studio, for a studio that I'm going to get downtown. So that is, I think I mentioned this, I definitely mentioned this in last week's video. So you will have already heard about it, not a surprise anymore, but I am getting a studio with looking at the houses that we've been looking at. And by the way, that's something new. Our house that we were thinking that we were going to get, it may sort of be, I still don't know, to be honest. A lot of stuff came back on the inspection. So yeah, we're waiting to see about that. But even though that's kind of up in the air, it still feels like a good idea to move forward with the studio because it's actually super affordable because of where we are location wise. And in addition to that, it just gives us more flexibility for however we want to use whatever house we end up getting. So we may end up getting a 3-bedroom house if we don't get this one instead of a 4-bedroom, or you know, if we get a different 4-bedroom, it'll just give us more flexibility. So and then I think it'll be good the more I'm getting accustomed to the idea of working in a studio as opposed to working from home. I think it will be good to have at least the option for some separation between work and home. And then also, if I do still need to work from home for a day or for a few days, it's relatively easy for me to bring the supplies that I need. I do have a lot of supplies and a lot of like filming equipment and stuff, but I don't use all of it every day. What I use on any given day is actually a fairly small amount. So I think it will be, yeah, it'll be fine if I need to work from home now and again. So yeah, I'm looking forward to potentially having, well, not potentially, definitely having more work-life separation. And I mean, right now, at the end of the day, I finish work and like a minute later I come downstairs and it's right into it with Penny and Rosie. So I think it will be nice to finish work and have like a 7-minute drive home. It'll be hardly any commute at all. Yeah, it'll just give more of a buffer zone. Anyway, I am on my way to the real estate offices. I don't think it's actually even close to the studio. It's on like the other side of town. So I'm going to go do that right now. And not going to show you guys the studio today, unfortunately, because I need to get back and get to some more work. So yeah, that is kind of the plan for today. Hey guys, I'm back in the studio now. I had just been painting for a little bit. It's about 3:30. Have another hour and a half before I have to go downstairs and take over with the kids. I want to keep painting, but I think I need to just kind of make my way through some odds and ends. I have to reply to some client emails. Have to do a little bit of digital painting tonight after the girls are in bed. So I need to get ready to do that on the iPad, make sure my files are ready to go and transferred over to the iPad. What else do I need to do? Existing client had asked to use some work in progress pictures on their social media. So I have to find those and get those sent. Oh yeah, and then what I was working on earlier today was finishing up editing the Skillshare class that you will have seen some of the footage for already. The one of me painting the girl holding the paper lantern. So the way I've done this class was I filmed all that footage. I did all the voiceovers, and then I had a group of you guys, some people from Patreon, some people from Instagram, actually beta tested the class for me and made suggestions of things that I could clarify or things that I could include that I hadn't included. So I did all of that, and now the last 2 pieces I'm going to do are the intro and the outro. Even though those are like kind of the bookends, and so they would seem like the most important, I saved painting those for last is actually turning out to be easier and making it, this has felt like the smoothest process of any class that I've done. So I probably will do that again next time. I mentioned that because I have to record those. I have to record the intro and outro, and I have to write the intro and outro. So hopefully I can do that. I can do my email, get ready to do the digital painting. And then I think that'll be it for today.
Put it on the glass.
Oh, I will do it if you tell me in a kind voice.
Please.
Say, please put it on the glass.
Please put it on the glass.
Okay.
I love it.
Oh, you love it? All right, let's see.
My Baba superhero.
Awesome.
Now, and you put the army?
I will.
Oh. Where is that?
Well, we have to make the pieces first.
We can make it piece.
Let me see. Let me measure your head. We're gonna start out with one color. I think we're gonna start out with the purple.
So excited.
You're so excited? Me too. So you need to use the brush, okay? No, this isn't finger paint. For this, you need to use the brush.
Okay.
Go all the way around, okay?
Okay. Page.
What's your costume gonna be, Penny?
Huh?
Do you remember what your costume is gonna be?
Superhero.
Superhero what?
Superhero ballerina.
Superhero ballerina. Good morning, guys. It is the next day. Penny's at school. I just thought I would show you what we finished on her Halloween costume last night. We've just been painting little pieces of cardboard. This is going to be a little crown thing. This is going to be a shield, and these are going to be some armbands. She's going to be a ballerina superhero, which was what she requested after we looked at different costumes. So she's just going to wear a kind of teal colored dress that she has and some purple leggings, and then we'll put all this stuff on her. And if I really get my act together, maybe she'll have a cape too. Yeah, so we had a lot of fun last night doing this, but it was also really stressful because these are actual acrylic paints, and it's the first time I've let her use something that was, more permanent. Couldn't just be washed out. So, yeah, we survived. This has become Rosie's new favorite spot, sitting watching the fire. Yeah. So it's about 10 o'clock currently. The babysitter comes at 11. And today I have a client call at 11:30, so pretty much right after I get into the studio. I never like to schedule calls for 11 because sometimes with kids things just end up getting messy and I don't make it in right at 11. So I generally try to schedule anything that's dependent on someone else or where someone else is waiting for me to do something at a certain time for at least a few minutes after I arrive in the studio. So I'll do that today. And then I really should focus on my Skillshare class and trying to get the Skillshare class published because I'm just right at this pause point between two bigger client projects. That's actually another thing I have to do today. I have to send in some finals to another client. And then the meeting that I have, the work for that will probably start next week or maybe the week after. So I want to hurry up and try to get the Skillshare class published. I also need to check some stuff on Patreon, make sure I'm staying up to date there as well. But what I really want to do all day is paint. So we'll see if I end up having any time for that. Tomorrow, I usually am in the studio Friday mornings, but our follow-up to our house inspection, I think I mentioned yesterday that a bunch of stuff has been found, like older house stuff, nothing crazy, but like, there's asbestos and there's a really old tree that looks like it might fall down and the roof needs to be replaced and the roof has asbestos shingles and all that sort of thing. So we have some follow-up meetings with some different contractors to try to get estimates for what things would cost to do before we move along because you can get a pretty good sense for what a roof might cost, but we have no idea what it will cost to remove asbestos shingles. So yeah, this is our first home that we'll be buying. We've been in rentals the whole time we've been together. So yeah, this is all kind of new to us. So we'll have that going on tomorrow morning, and hopefully I'll be able to work in the afternoon. Not sure if I'm gonna vlog tomorrow or not, but yeah, that is the plan for today. So I've just gotten off my conference call. Well, a little bit ago now. I've already been working on updating the proposal. It sounds like I have landed the assignment. So it's actually going to be, how many illustrations? It's going to be total? It's going to be like 60 something illustrations total. So I think in terms of just the volume of illustrations, it will be the largest assignment that I've had to date. So I'm just trying to wrap my head around that. And we're doing some very creative things with like repurposing illustrations and combining different elements digitally. So there are a lot of complicating factors to consider. So I'm trying to incorporate everything that we just talked about into an updated proposal. Penny was outside the door for part of it, like calling for me, which is just further indicating why I need to get a separated workspace, because yeah, here I am on a conference call and you can totally hear my 2.5-year-old in the background loudly screaming, "Mommy, I love you. Mommy, I love you," which is cute, but also, yeah, just challenging. So right now I am updating the proposal. And then I also did my update to Patreon. I posted a behind the scenes post about one of my recent packaging projects. Yeah, if I can, it's like 1 o'clock right now. So if I can get this squared away in the next, I'm going to give myself a goal of 30 minutes to finish this proposal. Probably, yeah, I'm going to need longer than that, but if that can happen, then maybe I will be able to finish my Skillshare class. I do still have some filming to do. I actually have to film the intro and the outro and then edit those. And I just found out that I actually lost my childcare for tomorrow. The person who does our childcare on Friday just had a death in the family, so she's going to be away. Yeah, so we will see what happens. Proposal that I thought was going to take me 30 minutes, or that I hope to take me 30 minutes, has taken closer to 2 hours. So it was really complicated though, and there was a lot of information that I wanted to be sure to get really clear on, since being unclear with information, especially on complicated projects, can be sometimes really problematic down the road. And so I feel like just to keep everybody happy, including myself, it's better to spend the time that I need to spend getting that done. Plus at this point, I know for sure that it's happening. So I'm happy to invest the time, as opposed to sometimes when I'm at this phase, I still don't know whether or not the project is going to go through, but it's definitely going to go through. So it was worth doing that right. So time well spent, but now I have just 2 hours left in the studio. I've finished pumping for the day, I think, so I can just double down and work. Anyway, I'm going to try to get the talking heads all done so that I can maybe publish my Skillshare class tomorrow. I will be very impressed with myself if I make that happen. But I think I showed you how my studio was set up earlier. So right now I'm more set up for filming time lapses. I'm still working on another one of those. I don't really want to move this this tripod, this whole setup. So I think I'm just going to pull my camera off of here and put it onto my other tripod so that I can do the talking heads. And then I think I will move the ring light over here, have the ring light over here, and then I'll be sitting somewhere around here, so I have this interesting stuff in the background. So that is the plan. So it's about 4:45. I have officially 15 minutes left. I got my proposal sent off. I shot all of the footage for the talking head stuff, the intro and outro. I have uploaded tomorrow's video, sent off some finished client work. I officially have done everything on my to-do list except for making the video collateral for tomorrow, which I'm trying to do right now, and editing the intro and outro for Skillshare, and then making the collateral. I just feel like this may actually be today, maybe the last day this week that I'm gonna get to be in the studio. My brother's coming on Saturday, which I'm super excited about, but I don't want to just leave it a huge mess. So I think I am gonna spend 10 minutes cleaning things up, and then if I am not like already asleep, I'm going to try to finish the work that I need to do for my Skillshare class tonight after the kids are in bed. So I don't like to do that very often because we are still in the phase where Rosie is waking up a couple times a night. So I'm just chronically sleep deprived. So usually I feel like sleep is more important, but tonight I may make a decision to stay up late and get some work done. So on that note, I think we will be ending the vlog. I hope this was an okay vlog, an interesting one. I have just been feeling kind of in a funk related to vlogging lately. Like yeah, I just can't quite find my good rhythm or yeah, so I'm still trying. Hopefully they're okay. Oh, there's Penny calling for me. Thank you for watching. Thank you for commenting and sharing on the last video and for all the comments I'm sure you kind and lovely people are going to leave on this video. Thank you to Meg for editing. Thank you to my patrons for supporting this channel and making it possible for me to make videos and put them out there for you guys every week. So yeah, that's it. I hope everybody is having a great week and I will see you in the next video. Bye.